Bienvenidos, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 5 best animes that came out in the spring of 2026. Now, remember, before we jump right into the list, this list is based off what I watched and what I thought were the top 5 best. This is strictly my opinion. If you guys don't agree, that is okay. If you guys do, that's also good too. So, before we jump right to that list, remember to hit the like button down below. Your boy appreciates it a lot, so make sure you do that, as well as subscribe. We're currently at 153 subscribers. Our goal is 250. So, yeah, there's that. So, let's head right to the list of my personal top 5 best spring animes of 2026. So, at number 5, we have the anime Marriage Toxin, which follows our boy Gero. Gero was the son and the next in line of the Gero family, who is a family that specializes in toxins in terms of assassination, as well as being one of the top families, 5 families in this world. Gero is obviously a man who's disillusioned with his life, and he ends up saving one girl one day named Mei Kinosaki. Among saving her, he starts a campaign to find a wife. Basically, he's trying to do this because he wants to make sure that his sister can still be with her partner and not have to divorce her to, follow the family legacy in bearing an heir. So he wants to take that responsibility on as her older brother. So thanks to the help of May, they go on this really hilarious and fantastic journey to find a partner by saving them through his assassination work. Among apart while doing this, they run into a bunch of like characters in terms of girls. My personal favorite is this girl who's the hamster master. She's really adorable, and I personally hope she's the one that ends up with Gero. So far, at the end of the season, we don't know yet, but it's gonna continue. This story is really fun, wholesome, and adorable, while also being packed with action and a bunch of cool ass fight scenes that I personally loved. So, hell yeah. So, if you guys are looking for a really cool action romance anime this season, Marriage Toxin is definitely for you, and it's the reason why it's my top 5. Coming in at number 4, we have one of my personal favorites and the second season of an anime that I watched in a previous uh, anime season, and that is the second season of The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. It brings the return of my favorite couple, Mahiro Shina and Amane Fujimiya. God, I love these two. They're really fucking adorable. This season does a fantastic job of continuing that while also like exploring a little bit of the past, both of them. This season explores Mahiro Shina sort of having her father reappear again and having Amane confront him and having a talk with him. It also has Fujimiya Amane confronting his childhood bully too, and pretty much telling him to his face that he's happy and he no longer cares about what he did in the past. Kind of shoving it in his face that he has a beautiful girlfriend and that guy's a fucking loser. So, yeah, this anime just continues the wholesomeness. If you guys really loved season 1 of The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten, you'll love season 2. It continues the fucking wholesome, almost crack sugar that is this series, because that's what it is. You watching the series is like you're getting a dose of like crack sugar. It's sugar, not actual crack. Don't do it. Don't do drugs, guys. I don't condone that, but you know what I mean. It's super wholesome. It's so good, bro. It's a feel good anime. If you guys like good romances, you'll like this. This is why it's at number 4. It's like one of the best romances that came out this season. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys watch it if you guys like those type of wholesome shows. You'll enjoy it just like I did. At number 3, we have another second season, and that is the second season of Wistoria Wand and Sword Season 2. Season 2 is a fucking fantastic. It does a great job at leading um, in the story again. and especially because the first episode we jump straight to combat, straight to fighting, which I found really cool and a really nice touch to just continue um, the action, especially if you're watching them back to back, like you didn't have like the break in between. It really does help, and it adds to the experience, in my opinion. So yeah, Will Surfer returns. We end up seeing him getting rejected into becoming one of the greater mages, and him being really depressed, leading into the capital being attacked by magical demon beasts, right? Um, course, our boy Will Surfer couldn't just stand in there. Thanks to the help of Roshi Newman, he picks himself by the bootstraps and saves the town, thus getting it accepted. But that's not the end to our boy Will Surfer's troubles. He still has more, like in the season. He still had to climb more walls, but that just makes the show fantastic. If you're wondering if the animation dropped, it did not. The animation is just as crisp as season one, and the fight scenes. Oh, the fight scenes are just as good as season one. In fact, I think they're a little bit better and a lot more colder, if that's the term to use here. I really, to not curse as much, I really, really, really loved this season. There's a reason why I put it at my number three in terms of like a modern shonen. It's really good. For those of you who love Don Manchi, the same author who wrote Don Manchi wrote Wistoria, so you guys will love this story. So if you like picking up girls in a dungeon, you'll love Wistoria Wand and Sword. It's less, well, this story is less on harem and more on like combat, action, and fantasy. Uh, especially since like we all know Will's gonna end up with Elfie anyways, so it's like there's no point in like continuing this like romance plotline. Granted, I didn't really read the light novel, so I don't know what happens in the future, but I'm excited to see the future seasons. Again, if you guys like combat animes and like shonen, you'll like this one. Give it a watch. There's a reason why I put it at number three. At number two, we do not have an anime that finished airing in the spring of 2026. It started airing during this time. Um, that's Demons of the Shadow Realm. I really loved it because it's by the same author who at least I think it is, who wrote Full Metal Alchemist. So there is like similarities and like you get that vibe from it, especially from the art style. The art style is honestly really fucking cool. Um, if you love Full Metal Alchemist's art style, you'll love this one. The designs are great. The story, pretty cool. It follows like two twins, Yuru and Asa, and like their journey in figuring out who they are, what their powers entail, why they were separated by their parents, why people are hunting them down and trying to get them to use this mystical power that they have, among other things. I'm not going to go too deep into it because it's still airing and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So if you want to go watch it, you can. All I got to say in terms of shonen, it's really good. I think the story is a little bit stronger than that of Wistoria. Not that the Wistoria doesn't have a strong story. Don't get me wrong. But this story, especially because it's written, at least I think it is, by the author of Full Metal Alchemist. It's really good. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm excited to see where it goes. So yeah, I'm writing this journey with you guys too. So if you guys like new shonen, I think this one has that potential. So give it a watch. That's why I put it at number two. Before we head right into the anime at the number one spot, I'm just gonna spout some honorable mentions here for you guys, so you guys can like, you know, know that I thought these were good too, even though they're not on my top five. The first one that I want to mention is obviously Doctor Stone Science Future Part 3. Doctor Stone is fantastic. It's great. I don't have to go into too many deep of details. If you love science and like learning things, especially uh, through a fun medium like anime, you'll love Doctor Stone. As well as like we're getting to the final point in this series. Honestly, Doctor Stone Future Part 3 is fantastic. You should give it a watch. Uh, Another one that I want to mention too is obviously the fourth season of Classroom of the Elite, right? The Classroom of the Elite is one of those light novels that's really, how do I say this? interesting. It goes a lot deeper than what the anime uh is. No, we're getting closer to the deeper meanings, but it's a lot deeper than what it looks like on the outside. You know what I mean? Um, Kiyotaka Yanokoji is still fucking around with his class and still, being his devious and almost Machiavellian self. The animation is just as good in this season as previous seasons, and the story is still just as strong as it always is. I don't think it even has a drop off so far. I really enjoy it. So there you guys have it. Those are two honorable mentions that I wanted to tell you. I didn't go too deep into them because they're just honorable mentions, but they're a good watch nonetheless. At number one, might be a little bit of surprise for some people, but me personally, because I really love this series, and this series has been going on for a while. That is ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, season 4. There's a reason why it's at number one. Me personally, I think it was the best anime that came out this season. It's always great to see Subaru again, especially seeing how much the author likes to fuck with him in his life. So pretty much this season jumps off from season 3. Right, they beat their opponent at the Battle of Watergate in Watergate City of Pristilia, right? But Ram gets put to sleep, and Reinhardt loses. Not Reinhardt. Julius loses his name. Right, his name was devoured, as well as Krush's memories are gone. And so this season basically follows Subaru trying to get those things back by going into this dangerous uh, watchtower where there's supposedly this sage that's there that will help him. And obviously, because this is ReZero, Subaru goes through fucking hell just to do all of that. And I'm honestly excited to see what they do in season 5. I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to spoil anything. But the animation is always good in ReZero. That's not the problem. The story is always deep and like very thought provoking at times, as well as like if you like watching someone's life get fucking destroyed, like our favorite neighborhood Spider-Man and how the writers do him dirty from time to time. You'll love reading and watching ReZero. Honestly, best anime of the season. Really great. You guys should watch it. I didn't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but animation wise, great. Story wise, just as great as always. Music wise, fantastic. So if you guys like isekais and fantasy guys at that, this is one of the best isekais out there, and I suggest you guys start from the beginning if you haven't already watched the show. So yeah, it's really good. um, I highly recommend it. There's a reason why I put it at number one. Well, there you guys have it. Those were my top 5 animes of the spring of 2026, as well as some honorable mentions were thrown in there, sprinkled in for you guys to enjoy, as well as get some more animes for recommendations. Obviously, some of these on this list probably weren't like covered on my as a short on my channel. That's because like I watch so many, I can't like make a short for all of them, so I just make shorts for the ones that I think are fun and unique, and typically don't have a large following like ReZero, Dr. Stone, etc., etc. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and taking your time out of your day to watch it too. I really appreciate it. Subscribe as always, and I'm gonna go and peace myself out. Adios.